What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today we have got I have quite a horrible story. Police bodycam footage has been revealed by PBS. The story comes from PBS of a Utah police officer killing a man inside the police station. The officer in question was his third shooting. The last words Michael Chad Brainholt heard were, "You're about to die, my friend." Then a West Valley City police sergeant pulled the trigger. Brainholt's mother, Susan Neese, had seen the footage of the final moments of her 31 son's life. The bodycam footage from August 23rd, 2019 shows he was intoxicated at the police department. With his hands cuffed behind his back, he briefly wrestled with two officers. One screamed that Brainholt was grabbing his holstered weapon. Sergeant Tyler Longman rushed into the room, made his declaration that he was about to die, and fired. He took the time to think about that, to say those words, and he said in a recent interview, and then aim and shoot and kill Chad. Watching the video was heartbreaking for Brainholt's family members. That shock deepened when the attorney said this wasn't the first time Longman had shot and killed someone while on duty, it was his third. I've watched the video and I'm not going to play the video on here because it is really horrible and distressing, and it has a lot of stuff in it that is really distressing. Longman wasn't part of the initial arrest, the video shows, but came to the police station because Lane Atkin were new officers who needed help filling out an electronic form. The video shows that Brainholt asked officers to take him to Hunt's Mental Health Institute, also known as Uni, but the officers refused. I'm not going to sit here all night and play games with you, Longman told Brainholt. You've already wasted our fire department's time by having them come out for some bullshit, okay? I'm not taking you to Uni, I'm taking you to jail. Aiken decided to take Brainholt's shoe, which Brainholt refused to give. Aiken and another officer, Raymond Wilhelm, then lifted Brainholt out of the chair to take the shoe, as Longman stood outside the room. "Oh fuck, he's got my gun," Aiken yelled. "He's got my gun." The video appears to show Brainholt still handcuffed with his hand on the officer's gun, as Wilhelm and Atkins started to wrestle with him. The gun was not removed from its holster, nor was the holster unsecured. Longman rushed into the room, pulling his firearm as he grabbed Brainholt's head. He yelled, "You're about to die, my friend." And this was while he's pressed up against the filing cabinet, and then he fired the fatal shot. And it all happened in 6 seconds. When Shrewsbury, founder of the California-based Institute for Criminal Justice Training Reform, watched the video showing Brainholt's shooting, he questioned why Brainholt was arrested at all and not taken to a hospital instead. "That to me really overshadows everything else," he said, "because if someone said that he wanted to kill himself, who was intoxicated, who also took more than prescribed amount of narcotics, in my view, the very first and immediate thing should have been that he'd been transported somewhere for care." Instead, Shrewsbury says the officer started a DUI case and took Brainholt to the police station. The police expert said he was struck by the absolute indifference. He believed the officer showed the man and the total lack of empathy towards someone in crisis. Shrewsbury's non-profit focused on research on police training and advocating for improvements to that training. In his opinion, lethal force wasn't warranted. There should not have been an issue, he said, where an enormous amount of force, certainly weapon force, would have been required to get a person under control. Shrewsbury said the officers could have moved Brainholt to a holding cell when he started to disobey, or could have stunned him with a taser or pepper sprayed him when he reached for the gun. They could have used brute force to overpower the intoxicated man and get him away from the officer's gun. Longman's attorney, Brett Rawson, has declined comment for the story because the case is pending. Rawson also represents the Utah Fraternal Order of Police members. Ian Adams, executive director of Utah's Fraternal Order of Police members, has seen portions of the video depicting the shooting, and he sees it differently. He said the video shows two officers struggling to get control of the gun and who weren't able to overpower Brainholt, which necessitated a high use of force. I've watched the video and it's just horrible. It's absolutely tragic. And Longman went straight from 0 to telling someone that they're going to die and then shooting them in the head after being aggressive with them and just talking to them in a way that an officer shouldn't talk to someone, saying that what they're saying is bullshit. It's just a very aggressive and not a normal thing for a person in the right frame of mind to be doing. Yeah. And it's just horrible. If you guys want to watch the video, the article's linked below and you can watch the video. But it's really horrible. Comment down below what you guys think on this. It is really, really bad. Sorry to bring you such a sad story. So far, they're not pressing any charges, against the officer, which is sad. But we'll see what the DA does.